welcome your entourage to this very epoch-making visit to the university. It's been such a very long time that we had 2 ministers of the Federal Republic visiting the university, and so we're greatly delighted. Sir, at this particular project site, you can see that there are 2 major buildings right in front of us. The one directly in front of us is the Faculty of Arts, and it's been funded by the TET Fund, for which we are very, very grateful to the government. And I can tell you that the contractor who is here, Jibrila, is here, and he has really done us very proud. So we expect that this building will be ready by January, and we've been assured it will be ready by January. If we were to go inside, you would see what you see outside is not a complete reflection of what is inside. Most of the rooms inside, including the second floor, have all been properly plastered, and the piping and everything also done. So it's really right on time to deliver by January. Minister said to this direction is another building, and this is being bequeathed to the university by His Excellency the former governor of Nasarawa State, Alhaji Aliu Akwedoma. We understand that it's a project that is done in his private capacity. It's not as in the name of Nasarawa State government, and we are maintaining contacts with him as of today. I understand that he's also requested that we should give him the bill of quantities for the completion of the project. It will be a very major intervention for us if it is completed. At the stage that it is 60% already done. And so these two combined would take the big load off from the infrastructure deficit that we have for the Faculty of Agriculture. Sorry, Arts. We are eager to start Faculty of Agriculture, sir. So, sir, it's my great delight to hand over to the Director of Physical Facilities of the university to say 1 or 2 things, perhaps, and if you wish, a guided tour, so that we can move to the next 3 interventions, sir. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Minister, sir, I want to stand on existing protocols that my Vice Chancellor has already laid. We want to welcome you to this institution and to this special project. This particular project is called the High Impact Special Intervention by the TET Fund. University of Jos is among the 3 universities that got the intervention. Oh, sorry, Tertiary Education Fund, sir. The former ETF. Yes, former ETF is now called Tertiary Education Fund. Yes, so this is a center of excellence for the Faculty of Arts. We have interventions in 3 projects by this badge. The Center for Arts, then we have that of Faculty of Social Sciences is on the other side, and then we have the Faculty of Medical Sciences is that youth permanent side. So we have those 3 special interventions. This is 2 blocks that is supposed to be under construction here, and we're hoping that it's going to house the entire Faculty of Arts. Thank you, sir.
As he said, the quality must be the best quality, inshallah. Number 2, we are going to finish it at the time he has already informed to you. As you say, some people that maybe the contractors, they have been abandoned their side because they are not much professional for the buildings, because they have a very big lake, so that's how they are getting the contract. So anybody who mind his own business, he cannot delay as long as there's money. They are financing us the way according to the law and order. So we don't have any problem with them about financing. All the time that we say we need money, he is ready to give us, as long as we have work. So inshallah, yes.
Our problem with indigenous companies usually has been that some of them take liberty with standards, and I'm happy the Vice Chancellor said, the work here has been quality work. And Nigeria cannot be built by outsiders. We need indigenous contractors.
The problem between the expatriate and the Nigerian contractors is that their own money is more than our own. That is number one. Number two, they are more financing than us. Once they put their certificate, they will get their money. If they are paying you 20,000 naira per square meter of concrete, expatriate is getting 35,000 naira per square meter. So there is no way our work would be nearer their own. Unless if you are a serious contractor, then you can do, because you know it is our children, they are coming to study here, not anybody. But if you have seen, from the inception of my life, I have never seen a expatriate man holding a plaster or a plumbing work or electrical work. We are the one people for them. But they are paying what I am paying my people here. That's what they are paying my people there. There is no difference in terms of paying the labor between me and them. But they are getting money than me because they are white.
Thank you. It's a very good, it's an issue. Yes. And I asked that question deliberately because in recent times, I know that the president has insisted that some jobs should be given to Nigerians. Some category of jobs must be given to Nigerians. And I'm saying this to prepare our minds that when we get these opportunities, we should, part of the problem is credibility and records. Today you want to do road construction, they will mention Julius Berger, they will mention Broni Prono or PW. It's because at least they carry their jobs to a level that everybody will see that it is a good job. I believe if indigenous contractors can insist on standard, the initiative may not all be profit, but once you establish a name and you keep that name, you don't come down on it, and you take your job seriously, like we have had this story about you here, I believe the people will patronize you. So it is always important to ensure that that standard is not compromised. So what's the name of your company? Okay, thank you very much. Well done.
Yes, sir, welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much.
The Nigerian students are welcoming you.
The Central Student Forum and the SUG President of the University of Jos are giving you the encomium from the University of Jos. So you're welcome back home.
Thank you. You're welcome, sir.
Yes.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Great Josai. Great! You're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mrs. Hudako Nigeria Limited. It's a block of 3-story building made up of offices, lecture halls, auditorium. It's supposed to cater to the entire 6 departments in the Faculty of Social Sciences Faculty of. It's also a tertiary education trust fund project, part of the high impact intervention by TED Fund. And it's supposed to be completed by March 2013, God willing. Thank you, sir.
This one?
Yes, sir.
Where is the contractor?
Mrs. Igo. Okay. Where is Mrs. Kodako?
You are the representative of Eagle. The young man is for Eagle Construction. The other man dressed like a chief is, I think he's a chief, is for TerraSpace, the latest contractor here, less than a month or thereabout. And Hudako is the other contractor. And as the director said, they are handling and supposed to deliver all of these projects. Hudako actually before December. The initial first deadline was September. But because there were issues with the levels here, the engineers were arguing amongst themselves. It took 1 or 2 months before all of those issues were resolved. But after that, he is to deliver latest by December. That's by my own reckoning. That project is for 24 weeks, am I correct? So if you resolve your differences, what time are you supposed to finish? December? Even if we give you January, we hope you'll finish. Eagle Construction is supposed to finish, Madam, what was the on deadline? It's not much.
It's 35.
But from the time we gave them this site was in April 22nd. I know the date.
Well, by the revised one, they're supposed to finish in March, sir. Because the same issues that they had, they also have.
Well, okay, so there's a revision that has let them off the hook. But the important thing is that we are telling them to deliver on quality. We are telling them to deliver also in time. That March will not be extended. I have, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the payment?
Absolutely, sir. Because it's, with all TED fund projects, there's no problem with funding. That's a critical thing. And TED fund projects do not even allow for variation. So they also know that it's not in their interest to delay these projects because they will not get a single kobo over that.
The time and the one by Jibrilla, they have a couple of acts. What was the time differential?
Jibrilla collected his papers 3 weeks after these contractors, except the middleman.
People and Odafo collected before Jibrilla.
3 weeks before him.
Gentlemen, I here to respect our projects. I want to speak to us.
You're welcome, sir. Right from the beginning, when we took over the project, as the VC had handed over, Sunday Bitmuk, sir, Eagle Construction Limited, sir. Sunday Bitmuk, Eagle Construction Limited. When we took over the site, we had problems of levels and setting out points. So that went on for about two weeks. When we were through with that, of course, it was right in the midst of the rainy season, but we still struggled and worked towards it. And because of that, there's been this revision. The only problems we're having, the finances are okay, very much okay. We can never complain about that. It's the issue of information. We require information at all times, at all stages of the work. Like right now, we have some problems with the electrical works, but we're able to put heads together. Since the first time, it was the VC himself that intervened, and then the worst, we were able to get to do the work. So therefore, we get together as professionals and we're able to do something tangible, and we've put pipes for the electrical work. So I think from now on, since we've casted the German floor, we'll start running and sure, in 2 weeks' time, we should start work on the first floor.
Yeah, Minister, sir, we have a similar issue with Eagle Construction, as the Vice Chancellor rightly pointed out. Okay, I am Damang Fwangchi, the MD of Hudako Nigeria Limited. Right now, you could hear our machine is working, and with the revised date, we promise we will deliver. But certainly those initial teething problems are all over. We are doing our best and we deliver.
Journalists have questions.
Give us a contract sum of the various projects.
Well, maybe so that we don't take too much time here. VC, we are very, very disappointed with the pace of work here. Very, very disappointed because ETF funds contractors regularly. And I know Professor Yakub, he also taught me history here in the university. We discussed with him about the projects in this university. At a point he said, look, I was going to help this university with projects running up to 5 billion naira as an intervention. We go to discuss this kind of support. It will be very disappointing that after this support is given, contractors will hold us to ransom. This is unacceptable. The reasons given, because if you look at what the company that collected this job after you has done, just go across the road and see. It's virtually finishing his work. He's finishing his work, and you collected your papers before him. And you have confessed that there is no problem of payment with ETF projects. I'm highly disappointed because when we patronize indigenous companies, it is to make sure that you also grow along with other companies that are working in Nigeria. But we will not want you to grow at the expense of the progress of the university and the pace of work. Your work is disappointing. The level you have reached is unacceptable for the period that is remaining. And I believe that we are here. This is the good governance tour. This is an example of how we create problems for ourselves. So there's no reason for Eagle Construction or DACO to be at this level. At least from all the explanations and your acceptance, we should not be at this level. If there are problems of information, how was Jibrila able to receive his own information within the same system? The VC is here, the director, fiscal facilities is here, and you have access to them. I think honestly we're not happy. We're not happy with these two jobs here in the university, because one of the problems we are facing today is inadequacy of facilities in the universities. And the federal government is intervening heavily through the ETF in most universities in the country. But this should not be the experience when we intervene. So, VC, I will be in touch with you. I'm also going to meet with the Minister of Education, and I'm also going to meet Professor Yakub, who is in charge of Tertiary Education Trust Fund. These contractors must perform. They must perform. If they are not performing, their contract should be revoked. Yes. And again, they will be blacklisted, so that they will not be receiving contracts from anywhere. But they have a chance up to March. And I will personally return here with reporters to see by January if they are ready to deliver on these projects. But honestly, we are not happy. We are not happy at all. Thank you very much. Let's go.
Thank you, sir. Finance-related disciplines, economics, banking and finance, and actuarial sciences management. So the entire project is for 9.5 billion naira, the largest single intervention on the campus. But again, unfortunately, it is running 6 months behind schedule. As you can see, it's only excavations that have been done. Fortunately, it's there, sir. I was with the governor, just where that tree is, over there.
No, let's go and see.
Yes, sir.
Let's go there. I want to
Start on the top right there, and then below in front of it here, just somewhere where these poles are, is where the other faculties, the postgraduate facilities with the red roofing. So that's what it is. The entire complex is supposed to be self-sufficient in its electricity, its water needs. It's also supposed to generate revenue to keep it running. The international standard is supposed to be equivalent to any of its kind anywhere in the world. And the entire project is costed at 9.5 billion naira. There are 3 universities in this, Kano, Jos, and Port Harcourt. We're in the second tranche of this intervention. And as it is right now, this project is running 6 months behind schedule. Part of the problem is to move these electric lines, and we're told that it's something that can only be resolved in Abuja. And that the company's been liaising with the authorities of PHCN, but it's taken endlessly to resolve. Because without removing the power lines, they can't set up their cranes. No, it's not the only route. So on this other side, where there is no power line, they ought to have done something, but it's only in the last 2 weeks they started the excavation. Yes, sir. It's obvious.
Plus the batching plant. Before we have some other problems, like the land has been shifted from the proposed area to this area we are now. Then plus some level problems, we plus the our consultants to come out with solution for it. Right now we are handling the hostel. Then difficulty, we have received instructions from the consultants at least to delay small, because likely because of the water table, maybe the design for the structure is going to be changed. But now we are carrying on the hostel. No, if you allow me to say, of course we have been updating the university with all what's going on. We are facing level problems before. Apart from rain, we are facing level problem, and it has been solved something like 1 month ago before we received the instruction to go ahead on it, and we have still the documents and everything. Compared with the others has started before us. It was not that time is not during rainy season.
What I'm saying is we gave this land 6-7 months ago. It's not taking that long to resolve the issue of levels. It's not that taking it. We're able to resolve it in 1 month. What about the other 5-6 months? It's not supposed to be possible.
You know, the job cannot be carried with the only company alone. We have our own consultants. We need to at least to discuss all the issues with them. So based on their instructions, we work.
You say this company is called what?
Technics International.
Technics
EPC International.
Well, the Minister of Water Resources, National President, and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Jos. Let me, on behalf of the good governance team, express our concern about the pace of work here. I'm told that this project is being sponsored by the Central Bank of Nigeria. That to me is clear that there's no funding issue here. It's not a question of money not being available. And I know the CBN governor, Sanusi, is not someone that will give a project here and not pay for it or allow delay in proceedings. We have heard what you have said. You had level problems, and also your consultants have not been giving you, didn't give you the go-ahead until recently. But let me express our concern, because if a job is 6 months below delay, there are problems, there are consequences. 6 months is half a year, and I believe we should have moved faster than this. And this job is so crucial because in this country today we have problems. Contracts are delayed, and then after some time contractors bring in variations to increase the cost of job. We are not happy with the delay. Whoever is responsible, we know you are the contractors, you are the person in charge, and we are taking special notice of this, and we will be also we'll reach out to the Central Bank of Nigeria. We'll reach out to the governor and also express our concern about the delay in the takeoff of this project. The Vice Chancellor is right here. Whatever information you need, the university, I'm sure, has all the facilities to give you that information in good time. But 6 months delay because of level is not a good story. We just went to another site there now, We also have 2 other contractors working under the Theatre Education Trust Fund, again with proper funding procedure. And they are also, truly they have not impressed us. The purpose of this good governance tour is to assess the progress and the challenges that we face in the field with government projects and programs. There are instances where we have delays because payments are not made. That is understandable. In your own situation, there's absolutely no reason not to have gone faster than this. This job is still at it's not even at the foundation level yet, and it's not a happy story. So please, my brother, let me advise that we want to see action here at site, and we will be coming back to assess the progress here. We understand the facilities here will help the postgraduate faculty of the university, and also some international conference center for the University of Jos. You have to be up and doing, please. You have to be up and doing. We are not happy, we are disappointed by the pace of work, and we have told the other contractors there that if there is no progress, we will ask that the project be revoked, because sometimes it's better to stop it at this level than allow it go on, and then you get yourselves into problems. So please, you either sit up, or I believe that we'll get the CBN, the governor also, to come here and see what we have seen. We are not happy, and I think you just have to sit up. Because projects are paid according to the pace of certificates. If you have existing certificates, it's for new projects which are yet to be procured, to be designed, you can explain why money will return to treasury. But for projects that are already ongoing, all you need to see is the seriousness of contractors working hard, so that when the money is, when the budget is approved, their monies are paid to them. But this type of story shows that the contractor is also performing below expectation, that the pace is not commensurate with the work plan, and therefore money is returned to treasury. It's not a good story. It's not a good story. Who is the contractor?
ENL Consortium.
ENL
Yes.
Consortium. Okay. I'm just thinking that we have so many places to go. It's the same story with this one. And I think that these contractors, they will need to work hard. Yes, do people have any questions, please, journalists?
Yes,
yes.
More or less an observation. It appears that especially this contractor does not have the capacity to handle this project. If you look at the machine they brought to the site, already one has broken down, and they're not done too much. Well, I'm not an engineer, but with the quality of machinery here, it appears the capacity is in doubt.
For a job of 9.5 billion. Well, I don't want to make we don't want to make conclusive remarks because we do not have the history of this company before us. We don't have their profile and the jobs they have handled in the past. I know CBN is a very serious organization. Like I said, when the team goes back home, we will seek audience with the CBN governor to discuss this project so that our observations can probably be made available to them to make a proper assessment of the people handling this job. And definitely, as I said, this is a big project, and the CBN, I believe, has the money to pay. And for a contract of this nature, we expect to see more machinery aside, and even the work that is going on, the pace is too slow. Even the number of people aside, you can see very clearly that it's not commensurate with the kind of project, the level of project, the profile of this project. So, BC, we may then want to request that you make available to us further information about this contract to enable us to take appropriate steps. It's better to check it now than later.
For the machineries, I don't think the machines will be measured by their colors, but machines are measured by their performance. And even if some of them or one of them is breakdown, it doesn't mean all our machines are not good. And you people have seen at least how far we have gone on excavations, and we are able to all at least to reach to this stage with our machines. What my current machines is not measured with their colors.
But do you have the capacity? I think that's what we want.
Well, the point is, if you have a contract and you are doing excavation in 6 months, it's not a very good story. If excavation, just excavation, will take you 6 months, it's not a good story for your company. So we're worried. We're seriously worried because we want to train indigenous contractors, but you must show capacity. It's not demonstrated here after 6 months. So that's the point that journalists and other people on this tour are making. The VC has given witness that this job is 6 months behind schedule. So and that is your principal witness. Please, you don't have any case. Don't press it further. Please, we are not happy.
Back to the office.